Tasty crab soup. Oh, tasty crab soup. It all began with a hike gone rogue, boots sinking deep in the spongy fog, when a glint in a pool caught my wandering eye. Claws like jewels, 'neath a cobalt sky. Not the place for crabs, or so I thought, but the mountain laughed and the current brought a dozen more, scuttling slick over stone, as if they'd been waiting, as if they'd known. Enter Jomo, guide with a grin like a crack in the earth, who swore by the brew for all it was worth. These aren't just crabs. They're ghosts with shells, they sing when boiled, or so the tale tells. So we built a fire with twigs and spite, while the wind hummed low and the sun dipped light. Lula, the botanist, crushed mint between palms, her pockets bursting with wild-grown bombs. Add this, she winked, if you want the truth, a pinch of green for the soul of the soup. Then came Tech, the quiet cook, who stirred the pot with a splintered hook. No recipe, no measure, no care for time, just a nod and a taste and a muttered rhyme. The broth turned gold, then blue, then black, as shadows stretched and the cliffs hissed back. Captain Fisk, the wandering bard, strummed his lute, which was badly charred. A song for supper? He begged with a leer, but the crabs just bubbled, no tune made it clear. Then, Zuri, the child with a jar full of bees, why? No one asked, but she shook it with ease. They like the smell, she said with a shrug, as one fat drone escaped with a tug. It dove for the pot, wings buzzing hot, and the soup took on a honeyed rot. Old man Demby, who napped on a rock, sniffed once and said, "That's lake bottom stock. Back in my day, we'd slurp it with spoons carved from the bones of misguided goons." We laughed, but the pot gave a worrisome blorp, and the broth formed a face that seemed to warp. Amina, the skeptic, who carried a scale, tried to weigh fate, tried to measure the tale. "This soup defies logic," she muttered, perplexed, as the ladle bent and the fire flexed. Then, Kip, the thief with sticky hands, swiped a crab whole, or so he planned. But the claw snapped shut on the tip of his thumb, and he danced a jig, howling, "I'm undone." The mountain chuckled, the trees leaned near, as the soup bubbled louder, thick and queer. Niala, the artist, sketched the steam, each swirl a ghost, each bubble a dream. "It's alive," she breathed, "and terribly wise. Look close, and you'll see its 1,000 eyes." And sure enough, the liquid blinked, as the last light faded, as the stars winked. We passed the bowl with trembling hands, sipped the brew of the far-off lands. One taste, the world split clean in two. One half was false, one half was true. The crabs? Still singing. The fire? Still bright. The mountain? Watching. The soup? Alive.